Welcome back to B for Crypto, and yes, today's video we're going to start a little bit different.
There's no intrinsic value to this asset. And now it's starting to be priced appropriately. So it has a, what's Bitcoin at? 16,000? It has another 17,000 to go down.
Duh, really?
Yeah, there's no intrinsic value to this product.
We saw a massive pump all the way up to the levels of $37,900 and yes, we made a major win on our trade. Guys, we're going to look at the charts of Bitcoin because yes, it couldn't be any better. We saw a massive pump towards the upside, and like I told you in the previous video that I expect this pump all the way up to the $40,000, but at the moment we are seeing this correction after this massive breakout towards the upside. But remember, nothing can go up in a straight line, and that's why we need to retest this resistance as support. But before we're going to start this video, let's go over to the crypto bubbles. And yes, like I told you in the previous video that I expect that Kaspa has a major potential and some further move towards the upside, we could see that Kaspa pumped another 12% towards the upside. So if you've been watching my previous video, guys, you earned some major profits. But if you've been following my channel longer for a week, guys, you could see some massive profits towards the upside. Because yes, we were talking about a lot of projects like GRT, Link is up 28%, and guys, yes, if you've been watching my channel for over than a month, you could have expected some massive profits like Bitcoin 31% up, or even Solana with 99% in profits, Ethereum and a lot of coins. But guys, if you've been watching my video for longer than a year, you would have seen some massive profits. Bitcoin up 118% and also Link 123% and Render nearly 400% profits. So guys, what are you waiting for? If you're still watching these videos without being subscribed, smash up the like button and subscribe. So before we're going to go over to the charts, guys, we're going to look at some news why we saw this massive pump towards the upside. Breaking: Bloomberg analysts suggest the 8-day window opens tomorrow for the SEC to approve all spot Bitcoin ETFs. So this is going to be a major news if we're going to see the approval of a spot Bitcoin ETF, but I don't think we're going to see this approval within this year. And if you want to find out more about the Bitcoin spot ETF, make sure to watch this interview with 𝗦𝗲𝗿𝗁𝗵𝗲𝗀. But yes guys, we could expect this window of 8 days until we're going to see approval or any decision from the SEC. But here we can see potential Bitcoin ETF approval window opens for BlackRock. So this is going to really cause the markets to pump if we're going to get this approval. But guys, let's go over to Bitcoin, and yes, we're going to look at the charts of Bitcoin, the dollar index, Kaspa and also Ethereum. But we're going to start with Bitcoin because yes, I posted this trade in my free Telegram group, and if you're not signed up, go down in the video description below. And we saw this pump all the way up to our take profit, and congratulations if you took this trade, because yes, we opened the trade exactly here and the price movement came down. But a lot of people ask me, why are we opening this trade at the top and not at the bottom? And the answer is simple, because here we had the possibility that we're going to see a breakdown, breaking this major support line. And yes, if we're trading these moves, we want to see a breakout, the break of the previous resistance. And if we're going to get this breakout exactly at these levels, we can open a long position, because the risk of getting stopped out at the bottom here is quite high. Because if we're going to see these fake outs, this will just wipe out your position before we're actually going to get the move. And yes, we had this perfect entry and took profits all the way at the $36,800 level, where I told you that we're going to reach the 1.618 Fibonacci retracement level on the daily chart. Because if we go over to the daily chart, yes, this was our price target. But guys, what is going to be our next price target? Yes, the $40,000, because like I showed you in the previous video on the weekly chart, guys, this is our next major resistance level, where we can see that the price movement had previous resistance and also support exactly in these levels. And at the moment, yes, we broke through this major resistance round about the $36,400, and we came all the way up to the levels of $37,900 for Bitcoin, exactly where we can see this previous resistance. Because yes, here's some major traffic in these regions from the previous bull market, so we could expect a volatile move coming all the way up and retesting our support. And yes, on the 4-hour chart guys, we can see that our support is at the moment this major top resistance level, because yes, you can see the significance in these levels, because this line and this box have been on my charts for quite a while, and you can see that the price movement of Bitcoin is slowing down exactly here, exactly at our previous resistance that will now act as support. So we could expect guys that we're going to see a consolidation in these regions if we're going to draw the Fibonacci retracement levels from the bottom all the way to the top, then yes, we can see that we're at the moment at the 50% Fibonacci retracement level, and we could expect the retracement to the 61.8, and this also perfectly lines up with the previous resistance exactly here and also here. So I expect this bounce from these levels. But guys, if you want to trade the next move, and now we can see that Bitcoin is moving quite fast, we are seeing that the price movement just reached the 61.8 perfectly. So are we going to hold? If not, if we're not going to get this bounce, we could expect, yes, the 78.6 or even the 88.6 to retest this bottom trend line. So guys, yes, you can see that the price movement of Bitcoin is moving quite fast. But guys, use the opportunity to buy the dips and go down in the video description below if you don't have any exchange yet, and sign up to Bybit, where you receive a major deposit bonus. And this is also my favorite exchange. But you can also trade on OKX, where you receive a major deposit bonus and also a free mystery gift. So yes, make use of this free money. And if you don't like KYC, sign up to FOREX, where you don't need any KYC. But make use of this free money and also this deposit bonuses. But guys, let's go to the dollar currency index. So on the 4-hour chart for the dollar index, we can see we came all the way back down, broke this major trend line. And now we saw this bounce all the way back down to this major support area round about the $104 level. And now we saw this bounce, but at the moment we can see, if we zoom in on the 4-hour chart, we got perfect resistance at the top of this band. And we can see that the dollar index is again under this trend line, and we have formed a triple top, which is bearish, because we can see this is a classic M formation or even a triple top, or we could say a head and shoulders, with the left shoulder, the head, and also the right shoulder. And this is a bearish pattern, and we could expect the breakout target from the top all the way to the neckline, and then we're going to drag it to the breakout point, which is exactly here, and this brings us down to a level of $105. So yes, at the moment we are seeing this retest from this breakout, and we could expect this dump even lower, and this would mean that we're going to see a pump for the altcoins, Bitcoin, and the overall crypto market. And talking about pumps, let's go over to Kaspa, because like I told you in the previous video that I bought the top exactly here, but as you can see, I didn't buy the top. We saw this pump all the way up, so this is just major, guys, and we could expect a small retracement, maybe retest the previous highs, exactly these levels, that we're going to see a small dip. And I would use this opportunity to dollar cost average into Kaspa, not only Kaspa but Bitcoin and also Ethereum. And talking about Ethereum, let's go over to the price chart of Ethereum, because yes, Ethereum finally broke the $2,000 level, which is exactly here. And that was also my price target, like I told you, exactly in these regions, that we could expect this pump, because Ethereum is lagging behind. Because Bitcoin had this massive pump towards the upside, breaking its previous highs, and we didn't see this for Ethereum yet, so we could expect, yes guys, a furthermore upside for Ethereum. And what is my price target going to be? And yes, on the weekly chart, guys, these are still a drawing from my previous video when I talked about Ethereum, where I told you that we are in this ascending triangle, and if we're going to break out from this ascending triangle, which forms for a very long time, we can see that Ethereum came all the way down to the bottom, and then we formed higher lows, and this price movement is extremely bullish. But yes, Bitcoin had this move towards the upside, so we could expect the price target, if you're going to buy Ethereum in these levels for a long-term investment for the next 6 months or even up to a year, we could reach the price target of $3,800. But guys, my ultimate price target for Ethereum is going to be the $11,000 by the end of the bull market. And yes guys, we perfectly bounced off from the 61.8. This candle is closing back above this major resistance. Dollar cost average into Bitcoin, Ethereum, Kaspa, and all the altcoins, guys, because crypto is going to be the money of the future. And make sure to smash up the like button and subscribe and activate the bell, and we see each other in the next video.